Too many people have been saying that life is short when in actuality, it's the opposite. Life is pretty fucking long. If you think about it, 70, 80 years, it's a long time. All right? Imagine you were sent to jail for 80 years. That's incredibly long time to serve, okay? You wouldn't think for a second that that's short. That's a lot of fucking time. All right? You're going to change a lot. That's crazy. So I do get it that like the older you get, the more you believe in this misconception that life is short. When in reality, that's not how you felt during these past 30 years. The past 30 years didn't feel short because you experienced them in actual reality, with time moving the same, absolutely the same. It's just your illusion because your brain compresses memories. Think about it. Have you ever shot time lapse? I feel like when we look back at our lives, most of the time, we can see like a time lapse video with some moments which are the most memorable moments, but pretty much it's all time lapse. It's super fast, and you feel like your life went away super fast. The thing is, though, it's because when you think how time lapse works, it's not speeding up the video, it's deleting the frames between. Let's say you have a normal video of your daily life, and then in order for you to make a time lapse out of that, you just need to take, or keep every third frame, or every fifth frame, or every 10th frame, and everything in between, all the other 9 frames, so to say, memories, they're just gonna be vanished, deleted. But when you rewatch the time lapse, you think it's just the same video, it has everything, but it's just super fast. Well, that's the same in life. It's not that it went away super fast, it's just you don't remember shit. And the thing about remembering, it has a lot to do with how mundane and boring your life was. Like how repetitive your experience was on this earth. So the more repetitive, the more mundane it is, the faster you will feel like your life went away. And again, in reality, everybody experiences life the same. We have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just the way you remember things. And then the other thing is too, if you do a lot of different shit every day, you're gonna feel like you had a full packed life. So it means that in this time lapse of time, your brain doesn't delete that many frames because a lot of these frames are valuable. They are not repetitive. So instead of having a time lapse, you're gonna have a 10-hour fucking movie about your life instead of this 30-second clip with some distant memories and that's it. You know what I mean? It's because you have so many different experiences you can talk about. You know, all these people that have stories to tell you about their past. These are the people that feel the least that their life was short, you know. And the reason why is because they didn't waste time. They did a lot of crazy different shit. Another thing is too, if you're one of those people that goes to a vacation, imagine you went to a vacation once a year, and the entirety of this year, everything besides, a couple of months in the summer, you are working in the office. Sometimes you hang out with your friends or family or whatever, but most of the time you're working, 9-to-5 job with similar tasks, sometimes different milestones and goals, but pretty much everything is the same. No real deviations. But then this one, even not 2 months, but let's say 1 week in a year, you go to some country that you really like with your family, right? You're gonna remember the shit out of that week. because it's so unusual and a lot of different stuff happened that doesn't happen to you in your normal day life, that you're gonna feel like, holy, this week probably felt the same that the entirety of this year felt. You know, it's like the same length. The only difference is this is a compressed footage in your head. This is a compressed video. This is a time-lapse footage of the year where you delete like most of the frames and you just keep some frames, and it just became super short. And you know, the memory or the video of your trip with your family in your head stays absolutely the same length, you know. Wasn't really deleting any frames because everything is kind of cool. The way you sleep, the way I don't know, you wake up and go drink some coffee in this interesting cool hotel with an interesting view, the way you talk with your family, the way you spend time and shit like that, it's just gonna feel way longer. And the reason why, I really think it has nothing to do with enjoyment. It mostly has to do with the deviations that you have in your daily life. So try and make it more exciting. If you feel like life is short, you can change that. Just make your life more exciting. But there is this thing about our brain, it's just inevitably deleting the memories. And you can do nothing about it, man. You can't control it. It's just gonna delete the things. It's like a normal compression method that any computer would use when it has to delete unnecessary information that you don't use, right? So to that I gotta say one thing, man. I wish I recorded my life more. I fucking wish. And I'm saying that on top of the fact that I did record a lot of the shit during high school and just school and actually middle school, and you know, some clips from childhood as well. But I have a lot of videos where I was just shooting everything, man. I was just shooting my daily life at school. And that was awesome. That was so awesome. And the thing about it, I forgot a lot of shit, even though it was funny and interesting during this mundane, you know, school life, you would think. But actually it was super cool and exciting. And the reason I forgot about this shit is because that's how our brain works sometimes, especially after a prolonged period of time. So as soon as I looked through all these videos, I felt the weight of the time all of a sudden, because I remember all these moments. It wasn't like I forgot them completely and now I'm watching some new footage. No, I was like, damn, that actually happened. And then when I made that connection and I had all these memories, I restored the footage and the video of that period of my life became super long. Then I was like, okay, you know what? That period of my life wasn't that short. I do remember this year, age, you know, this moment in my life. And therefore, my life just became longer. Wow, how can that happen? Obviously, that can't happen. It's just an illusion with your brain. And the way to change that is record everything. Record everything. You won't regret it. That's the one pleasure and privilege we have right now in our lives. We can record shit. So, if you ask me, record vlogs. Record vlogs about shit. It doesn't have to be a daily thing, but it just has, it can be about a certain topic or a thing, you know, like, oh, in this week in my life, I had this project, or in this month, I had this certain thing. Or it could also be a daily thing, or it could be about a trip. Like any trip you have, any interesting thing, any exciting thing, not mundane things, record that. Record that for sure. And then another magic. Have you ever felt that? When you record shit, it somehow becomes interesting. All of a sudden, there is this magic in filming something, in recording something, that this moment becomes special. as I told you before, we had the same daily life. I didn't have too many news when I was shooting, my daily school life. But the thing is, I did feel during those moments, because I was rewatching those videos straight away, I felt like, whoa, I captured some cool stuff today. And the day when I shot myself and my friends felt way more captivating than the days when I don't do that. And that's just the magic of the camera. You don't have to buy like expensive stuff. I was using super cheap camera on my PlayStation Vita. Like this, this PlayStation is not for recording videos at all. It's for playing. But it was so shit. The games were so shit that I didn't want to use it. But my parents gifted it to me, that I decided to just, why not start shooting on it too? Because it had this small camera with super low quality, low resolution. But it was just perfect for shooting everything, because it didn't take up too much space, and it was cool. And it didn't attract too much attention from people too, So I would recommend getting some small camera and just recording shit. And you will get so comfortable, you will be your best version of yourself, and your life will become way more interesting if you record everything. I promise you. I promise. And then when you rewatch it, you will remember all of these moments again. And when you remember them like that, visually, and you hear your voice and everything, that is crazy what it can do to your perception of time. You will not feel like your life was short at all.